The reflections on our actions to improve from the last sprint was asking regular contributors if they feel like leading the weekly call. So yeah, take a moment to check in on the board. And we have something new today. We're doing something new. And I'm passing to Manu, who is going to lead our sprint retrospective today. And thanks, Manu, for offering to do it. The retrospective board is in the agenda, and the agenda is in the stewards channel. So anyone who hasn't joined for our retrospective before, please feel free to hop into the agenda and then go to the retrospective board. And with that, I am going to pass to Manu.
Thank you, Tam. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hi, Griff. Thanks for the clapping. Silent clapping, like Dumbledore. Anyway, should we wait a couple more minutes? Hi, Mike. For more people to join before we start with our sprint board. What do you think, Tam?
Yeah, I'd say maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, and then maybe 1 minute. The thing is, we run out of time on this sprint retrospective easily. Yeah. So people can hop in when they hop in if they didn't get in right from the beginning. So maybe just another minute.
Okay, sure.
And during that time, maybe we can share the appreciation for the Ivy art in the sprint board. It's again extraordinary.
I will begin sharing my screen. Here we go. Yeah.
Ice cream.
Yeah, here it is. That cherry on top, though. Nice. Okay. Yeah, well, while that minute transpires and some people join or not, maybe take some time to start thinking about what went well within this sprint. And also get yourself one of these notes and start filling in with what you think went well. And 1 minute has passed, so welcome. I don't know who joined, but welcome. Yeah, we're starting our retrospective. We're on the springboard, and we're barely starting on what went well. So I'm gonna put 4 minutes on the clock, and get some time to write down what you think went well. Hello, we're doing our sprint retrospective. We're on the sprint board, filling out what went well.
I wonder if, Juanca, you would mind being the DJ again? You do it so well.
Okay, Tam. Perfect. Hello, everyone.
Okay, 30 seconds. So put your last thoughts in. Okay, that's about time. Go ahead and finish. Cool.
Oh, are we out
Okay.
of time? Are we out of time?
Yeah.
Since I
Okay.
never get to read it
Yeah.
because I always choose someone else, can I read it this time?
Yeah, sure. Just go ahead and read. I was waiting on some people that still had, on the post-it, but I think they're done. So yeah, go ahead and read first, Tom. Thanks.
Yeah, and anyone can just still add post-it notes to the bottom. And
Cool. Yeah.
okay, so Manu is leading the retrospective. Woohoo. Writers finding synergy. Easy to pass proposals, but it just takes time. Proposals passing. New praise bot. 2 exclamation points. Reward system has a lot of new blood. The water discussion can serve as a great education opportunity for TEC community. It is very thought-provoking. Guides, TE Academy, praise and rad dashboard are coming together well as products. Dishing praise on behalf of others commands, big smiley faces. Gnosis is thirsty for praise. Bear 100 getting recordings. Nate's wife's pregnancy. There's a steady pace of development. The forum is getting more organized. Mitch is killing it on behalf of Laser Tag. Rewards advancing weekly. Gideon's contribution. Common Stack prize. Yay. I had better Zen Hub engagement due to Manu's investigations. Yay. Excited about Graviton training coming up. Such a good reputation for TEC. Excited that we have plans to do his Twitter Spaces. Quantification, we're doing the basics so good that more complex questions are rising. D-Work seems to be working really well. So many big initiatives moving forward, rewards, proposal inverter, not water. I don't think I wrote not on purpose. Now water. And gravity, everything. I really like Chewy's presentation of D-Work. Changing the time of some calls brings a good sense of movement. Great conversations on the direction forward for working groups and building out the TE token infrastructure. YGG is taking time off. Good to take time off. Ivy is so amazing. Comes experimenting with receiving payments in TEC tokens. Cool. Graviton practice groups doing great. Psychology, book club, and coordination in gravity. Start planning the Graviton training. Commons prize, yay. Nate transparency initiatives. Other communities interested in gravity. And I'll pass back to you, Manu.
Oh, great. Thank you, Tom. Oh, look, Shakira. Okay. Nice. Well, I think right now, we can go into what we can do better.
Wait, before we do,
Yeah.
we'll just go around and get people's reactions.
Yeah.
So just a timer, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes is probably too long given how many people we have in here. So maybe I'll pass to kick it off, and then when we're all done, then we'll move to the next board. Now, Chewy, you feel like kicking us off?
Sorry, Tom, I came in a little bit late, but I'll pass and I'll take it in a future instance. Sorry.
I can steal it. I think we had I think we're in the grind. It feels like a really good sprint where things are just progressing and moving forward. It's great to see Zeptimus have some more people recording. Thank you, Bear100. What a hero. And I also want to second how Mitch is killing it on behalf of Laser Tag and just single-handedly pulling that group forward. It's major work there. Also, the reward system, I think, is probably the biggest thing. That's really, I feel like that's where the most momentum is, and most people are working on, or at least number of people, and in hours, and it's making huge progress. Major milestone today with the new praise bot is super cool. I already got to test it, and I'm so happy that finally we can dish on behalf of people. Like that's going to be a major level up, and I think a lot of things are going to level up. And I just think the praise as a product is like really something super really cool that we can kind of use as like the TEC is killing it, you know. Look at praise. Yeah, and is my time up?
Yeah.
Then I'll throw it to let's throw it to Bear 100, the hero, taking on recordings. Bear, if you haven't, if you're there, if you have any like thoughts about all the things that we said that we did well this sprint. Uh-oh. Barry, you're still muted. Here, I'll throw it to Eduardo instead.
Thank you, Griff. So yeah, well, there is an ambulance passing next to my door. So yeah, I agree with most of the things that are with all the things that are being put here. I think it's interesting to see the reward system, such a long process coming into fruition into something that actually it's really functioning, and it's really nice to praise. It's really nice to quantify. Comparing to how we used to quantify before, this seems such a heavy upgrade that I'm loving the system. So major props for the reward working group team. And with that, I pass it on to Livy.
Thanks, Adu. Yeah, I'm super excited about the reward system too. This praising on behalf of others is like, I wasn't even expecting it was going to be so quick. And it's so good because that will make the data so much more clean, and we'll be able to focus a lot in this analysis part that I'm so excited about. And we'll have a demo by 5IV in the community call today. So we'll all gonna start using the new praise bot so soon, and it's looking slick and good, and all the momentum there is great. And I feel like I agree with Griff that we're like on the grind doing things it feels like there's no emergencies, and one topic can open to like many other topics, and we're having time to explore possibilities, and that feels great to like look into complexity with time and not like rushing. And I'll pass to Vai.
Before you pass it, Maumanu, why your screen is like frozen? For some reason, the screen doesn't show
My
up. Yeah.
my screen?
Yeah.
I see you would.
I can see him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the screen
same here.
shows up, but there is nothing on the post-its.
It's frozen for me too.
I mean, I don't know. It works.
No, they say
Yeah.
they say on your screen. Maybe you need just to tab it. Maybe
Just
you are
share
tabbing
screen.
out.
Yeah, maybe just
Oh, you mean-
restart the shared screen.
okay. Yeah.
Sorry, bye.
Meanwhile, yeah. Bye, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, this sprint has been really great, and I think especially in Praise, we got a lot of features out. The UI looks a lot great. Bugs are out of this place, and Praise on behalf, Praise Forward is here. The utility to make it easier for admins to DM quantifiers and remind them about quantifiers has become easier now. Now there's a bot that can do that instead of them having to chase them down. So it's great. And I'm hyped up for the demo during the community call. And we have officially launched the new praise bot. We'll be taking the older one down in the coming days, maybe, or we'll at least disable it in the TSC. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Something interesting with the onboarding workflow is also probably going to start popping up in the next week. And that's my time. I'll pass it to Mort. I don't know if they have gone or not.
Thank you, YYV. So from my side, I really want to. I'm really excited to see the praise growing up. I think it will be huge. Also, if it is used by other communities as well, like I'm super hyped up about it and like following the news. Also, I feel like, as you guys mentioned, there's too much grinding going on. So I feel like TC is flourishing everywhere else. Like even people ask me about T Academy from other communities. So on that side, I think TC is doing very well. Like people are gay. It attracts a lot of people and attention. I'm very happy about it. That's my brief thoughts of what went well actually. So and I would like to pass it on. Editor Chewy.
Thank you, Mert. Well, yeah. Now, reading a little bit more into it, I'm very happy that I feel that this is the first time where we are like so like busy and a lot of things happening, but it's the first time that we do it like under so much functionality and just like enthusiasm around everything happening. So I mean, I've said it like for the whole week, but it's been very, very motivating to see the teams already working like a very, very nice and powerful machine. So it's I've been very happy about that, and I feel that it comes at a very right moment because there's so much going on and a lot of stuff to catch up to. So yeah, I think it was a great sprint because of this. And I'll pass it to Karsi.
Hi, and welcome, Karsi. You're joining the Stewards Sprint Review, and I don't know if you can see the board, but we do retrospective on things that went well in our community. And if you'd like to share a minute of your thoughts, you're very welcome to. Karsi, I see that you unmuted, but no audio is coming through.
I can take
maybe
it.
we'll. Cool. Thanks, Wonka.
Sorry, I was in a different call. Hi, guys. I'm Alan Carsey. I just joined this about like 5-10 minutes ago. From my last meeting, we were kind of talking about this. I don't know too much about the community, but I'm here just kind of gathering information real quick and seeing what it's about. Usually when I click on these links, it's always for the better and the good.
Cool. Thank you, Karsi. I guess we'll pass it to Juanca that was going to speak before. Go ahead, Juanca.
Thanks, Manu. Yeah, I share the same feelings of Chewy. Like there's so much work happening in Gravity right now, and I feel it's not only me, and that's something that I am very proud of because like we are seeing the practice groups that are really amazing on Tuesdays. Today we have the book club, and also I have been receiving a lot of support from people even managing cases. So that's really great. So and I have been able to work on like unbreakable vows and to respond to some other communities that are interested. And right now we are also going to publish an article and planning the Graviton training. But what I really like the most is all the support that I have been receiving from the group. And that's something I really appreciate and highlight. And I love the TC. I love all of you guys. I'm really grateful for being here. And I will pass it to Mike.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't express how excited I am to be here. I mean, I'm not specifically talking about this sprint thingy, but you know, obviously, it's very important in seriousness. But I've been in technology now for 40 years, and at 73 years old, I can't tell you how bloody excited I am to be here, and with all you're doing for the good of the planet and the future. And thank you very much. And I don't know, I haven't spoken yet, so I don't know who to pass it to.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take it.
I can pass for you. There you go, Nate. Nate raised it.
I'll keep it quick. I just wanted to say that just from this past sprint, what I've noticed the most, something I did not write down, is just how proud I am of everybody for really stepping up and getting the confidence and improved communication between each other, between working groups. I mean, like, we're really hitting our stride in terms of like getting that confidence to make decisions on our own and to really practice this duocracy type of model. And it's really coming together. Like, it was a slow grind, but now it's starting to, like, I can see people having confidence, making decisions, and engaging with the right people. It's really neat to watch that evolution. So this is kind of the first sprint where I really, really noticed it, and people stepping up and teaching others how to do it. So it's really cool. But I will pass it to Zepti, I believe is the last person.
You're right.
Thank you, Nate. Yeah, I'm very excited for everything that's happening in world, like the topic, like, you know, the discussion there is being awesome. And I think also like a beautiful opportunity for token engineering for, because this is a proposal, like everyone thinks it's an amazing idea, but the development of it is like the part like where we need more thinking probably. And I think that's a fantastic opportunity for any token engineer to step in. To improve, like even to like after launch, like keep improving it. And then I'm also like the work. It's been super helpful to keep working groups transparent. I think this is an amazing tool. Like, it's going to be more and more in the TEC, it seems. And then of course, Beer 100. You know, like he's recording. Actually, yesterday he did his 2 first recordings, and probably like the mute. It's a bit hard, so now I'm trying to pass it to you again, Bear 100, so you can try to speak. But yeah, like sometimes when you're recording mute, it becomes a bit hard. But yeah, try again.
There you go, Bear. So I believe this is your first like screen retrospective. So what we do is we go over some of the things that went well, some of the things that could have gone better, and we just share those insights collectively. So maybe you can share something that has gone well within the last. I mean, I was lucky enough to onboard you. So what has gone well after I onboarded you? You know. Thank you, Bear. I mean, finally, Meta Verde, if you can share some quick thoughts about you know, what we've been doing. Meta Verde, if you're trying to speak, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, I'm good. I had to get to my mute button. Oh my gosh! So what Wonka has done with Gravity is totally amazing. I forget what we call it. The groups, the two. I'm so sorry. I'm not remembering names. The exercises that we go through are really super helpful. Like I think we were talking about trust last time, something like that. The last one I went to, and it really helped clarify a lot of things. And that's real. Oh, I'm in Build Guild now, but I haven't been able to do anything active with the speed run for almost a month because I'm working 2 new jobs. But I am interested in doing labs, continuing labs, and going through the speed run challenges and stuff like that. I'm not pretending I'm an Ethereum developer, but I think that makes it easier to help people because I'm kind of at the level of the, like just a little bit past the level of the people I'm helping. So I'm super interested in doing that, but I don't know how to schedule it in. But thank you. I love TEC. Happy to be here.
Thank you for sharing Metaverse. And yeah, I think we're ready to start looking into what we can do better. So
I'll do mine super quick, really fast because I know we're at the halfway point. I just want to say, I want to say what everyone else is saying about the TEC coming into its own. It just feels like there's a maturity now that we didn't have in the beginning. And I think this one, whoever wrote, "We're doing the basics so good that complex questions are rising," kind of nails it. Okay, back to you, Manu.
Thank you, Sam. Almost forgot about giving you some time to share what you think. Yeah, but now that everyone's giving their thoughts, maybe we can start going into what we can do better. So I'm gonna give about 4 minutes, and so we can start writing there on the mural board what we think we can do better. So I'm gonna start a timer now. Okay, a couple more seconds to put down your last thoughts. Okay. I think we're about ready. You can still keep writing while we start reading this. So, is there someone who would like to read what we can be doing better in our community?
I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead, Nate.
Okay. I'm not sure what is the future of working groups. We still have so many contributors on the sidelines. What can we do to get them more involved? Would love to see more epics within our Zen Hub and sprint plannings. We could start to connect better with groups that were funded. Updates from NumPy. Working group weekly updates took an involuntary break. Articulating a more comprehensive roadmaps for working groups, +2. We need a framework for engaging with proposals, both creators and community. Tech token could have more utility. Token gated channels. When TEC and FT. TC burning so much money, +2. Still not in love with the CV parameters, but I've had a lot of distractions this past week. Would love to see a reputation token come out alongside or after, eventually, the praise TEC distribution. I've had too much focus off of TEC development due to college. Boundaries for working groups plus services discussion opened a rabbit hole. Fear of jumping in with limited time, it would be great to structure a roadmap and leads. Gravity LS is awesome, but we are using money just to educate ourselves. This is an amazing opportunity to learn that people need to know to join. We could have a better showing in the April Amsterdam conferences. Space to debate proposals up for advice process. Get community engaged in the advice process before the proposals are submitted to the gardens. There are many ideas, projects getting dropped or take a long time to finish, +1. Some quantifiers quantify base on instinct. A communitas moved to dwork.xyz. ABC is missing stats. Dune is nice, but would be good to have a info.uniswap-esque page. More guides and docs for praise. Too many decisions to take, too many things to write for them to move forward. Mental health check-ins, make sure we don't have burnout. More parties, more memes, more content for comms, better posts, better comms. More engagement in Labs Discord, bot army course, plus faster pace of teaching. Plan about how far can our funds last, especially if we're engaging in the water proposal. Planning for Dev Connect, and more delegation of calls to foster new leaderships.
Okay, thank you, Nate. And now we are going to vote on the ones that we think deserve more attention. So there are a couple of stars.
I just want to say we kind of. So I just want to say, sorry, Manu. I don't think I told you this. We usually skip it because we run out of time. With only 20 minutes left, we usually just share our reflections and then hop over to actions to improve and then vote on that only.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so is there...
And maybe I'll start setting the timer for 45 seconds so everyone has a little time to share their reflections, but we have time to do the actions to improve as well.
Okay, sure. Would you like to start with the reflections tab this time?
Yes. Yeah, I really liked a lot of this actually. I found it really hard to say anything in first. I wasn't sure there was so many things to improve, but then there became more and more. I think finances comes up a lot. Like, what are we doing with our money? How are we spending it? It'd be interesting to just, keep that focused somewhere, like have something, I don't know, to keep that on our minds, whether it's in our stewards group or somewhere, just to keep track of the funding that's already gone out and where it's gone, what kind of projects. And I'll pass to Juanca.
Yeah, thanks, Tam. Well, I would also say that there's something that we have been talking, and it's like delegate some calls to active contributors in working groups. I feel it's something that has helped a lot from my side, and I like seeing people, yeah, leading new calls, and also planning for Dev Connect. I also think it's important. It's like 15 days from now, and I know we are like having a lot of conversations, but I think it's really good to be very organized with time. And I'll pass to Septi.
Thanks, Juan. Yeah, actually, I think like regarding this topic of TC earning so much money, like we have a TC council next week. I could prepare like some kind of like, since I'm working with all that data, like I could prepare like yeah, all the all the money we're spending, how we were spending it, like the at least the names of the proposals, and not get too much in detail, how this money was being used, but overall have a financial report actually, and we could yeah, talk together there. And I mean, I have to do it anyway for the audit, so and I think it would be nice like having talking all together, and also having like a deadline, so get that done will help me to push faster. And I'll pass it to Libby.
Thanks, Sep. Yeah, I put the complexity thing in the good side, and then I saw myself writing it on the to improve side too, because I feel like once a complex topic opens, it's been challenging for us to move forward with it, or even for me personally to organize that into a roadmap and involve the people that are needed there and make sure that that is evolving in a constant pace. And it's not like, oh, we opened this super high level topic. There are so many things to do here. They touch on so many other things. For example, this like working group services discussion. And then I see now the questions rising that are like, what is the future of working groups, funding, etc. So yeah, I'll pass to Griff.
Thanks, Livia. Yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting things that I mean, now that it feels like we're pretty much just like grinding and going through, it's like, oh, there's so many ideas that we could play with. A reputation token, for instance, and integrating that in. I feel like as a token engineering commons, maybe we should create a token engineering group of some sort that starts bringing more utility to the token. Right now, it's like, why do you buy TEC? Because you want to support the TE Commons. That's basically it, right? Or you want to speculate on the future, but what's there to speculate on? And so maybe playing the token game a little bit more and coming up with some ideas on how we can make the token more valuable would be really nice and bring utility to the token. I'll pass it to Chewy.
Thanks, Griff. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I also feel and I share these concerns for attracting some kind of utility. I think that the money burn issue is also something that we probably need to reflect more on, but in a sensitive way that doesn't bring pressure to the community, but rather than doing that, like some kind of proposal that can like motivate us and to move forward with these ideas. And also, I have to like be honest. I have a lot of faith in some of the liquidity solutions that the community is approaching. I feel that this is a general issue in some of the communities that we're close to. So I feel it's going to be interesting just to observe the effects of these decisions and collaborations with other communities. I'll pass it to Tam. Have you gone?
I did, but I'll pass it to Vi.
Yeah, so mainly in the TEC Labs Discord bot course, I feel like we're going a little bit slower than I planned. So I don't know if we can fit as much content as I like in weeks. That's one of my concerns. The second concern was the about planning financials, and that's mostly because somewhere down the line the conversation might pop up about like weighing proposals, like and personally, I would hate that we have to do that for working groups. So it might be neat if we just plan things out and have like a steady roadmap for most of the working groups, just so that like the common pool doesn't get drained eventually. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll pass to Beer. I think Beer's recording, so I'll pass it to Karsi.
Hi, I'm just listening in. This is my first meeting, so I really don't have too much useful to say besides just sitting back and hopefully in the future put some more out there for you guys. But yeah.
It's all good. Thank you, Karthi, for being here. I'll pass it to Edu.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I like this comment on we're using money just to educate ourselves. I think we sometimes fall into this bubble feeling that it means basically we believe that because we are doing something great, it means that other people are also perceiving that, or the other people are, um, you know, getting productiveness out of that. And I feel like it would be nice to amplify these efforts like Gravity or any other working group, like the lab sessions. I don't know how. This is just off the top of my head, but I think there are so many educational spots on that sense that it would be useful for getting to know our mission in a broader spectrum than the one that we are using right now. And yeah, I believe yeah, we should not fall into the bubble effect of believing that only ourselves is enough. And I pass it on to this is tricky. Mert?
Thank you, Edu. I would like to point. I would like to make 2 points. One is, I think we need to discuss more how will our working groups look in the future. Will there be a service laws, or what will we do with this funding coming in? Because we cannot ask for funding forever. So that's one point I would like to discuss. The second point about what Griff said, maybe we can create more utility for our token, such as reputation badges that may create some different utility around our token or whatever. I cannot come up with a concrete idea, but I think that will be a very good topic to further investigate. Yeah, so that's my thought. I would like to pass it on. Nate.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass since we're living on time, and if anybody else has anything to say, please do so.
Okay, thank you, Nate. Meta Verde, is there something you wanna add? Okay. Well, in the interest of time, unless Mike wants to add something, we can start going into the actions to improve, right? So I'm going to give about 5 minutes for people to think about things we could have done better. I mean, actions to improve upon, what went well and what we can do better. And so I'll start the timer. Okay, so about a minute and a half left if you want to keep thinking and add some final thoughts to it. Hello, Sawat. Welcome. For some context, we're also quieting here because we're doing a sprint retrospective. We're going over some of the things that went well, that we could be doing better, some actions that we can take to improve on the work that we've done over the past 2 weeks. So you're free to just stand there and enjoy the ride.
Cool.
Welcome. Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so cool. I think we're about done. Everyone's just wandering around them. I think the thoughts are in the post-it. So is there anyone who would like to read them out loud for us? And while we do, please make sure you use the stars at the bottom that Ivy so kindly always prepares, this time into an ice cream. I love the cherry on top. So while someone's reading, please get 2 stars and put them on your favorite ideas and your favorite notes. But while we do that, is there someone who would like to read them out loud?
Yeah, read it.
Thank you, Lydia. Go ahead.
Throw some TEC tokens at a treasury management expert within the space to come and console us. Comment, would love to keep it DAO. Don't give anyone the money, but someone making proposals and community voting. Consider doing some more param parties now that we have the visceral experience of conviction and Tau voting. Make a TEC token only channel on Discord. Start working on the ABC stats page with Paco. Set limits on common pool funding and place them within the covenant. I like Zep's idea for the next council to be financial report and discussion +3. Set out best practices for long-term visions and roadmaps. Think about money, but also about resources and strategy on the midterm. Open working group residency sessions 1 week of everyday meetings to plan roadmaps, set intentions, and actions. Just like we have active gravitons, we ought to have active TEs for projects looking for consulting, and we ask that their fee is paid in TEC. Explore the idea of having 2 community calls each week with different formats that can include spotlight and working group updates by different members. Develop a proposal framework that includes updates, reporting, and audits. Bring back some types of parties, discussing proposals and the nuances of voting on certain ones. Structure meetings so people feel accountable and proactive to the topics they say they feel interested in. Start a TEC economy working group that would focus on bringing utility to the token. Explore the ability to embed anonymity within forum discussion responses. Read this great article by Nathan Schneider. Have a few working group sessions planned in advance and share the agenda wildly. Incentivize writers to be in every working group. Plan for higher outreach for educational events. Funny face. Probabilistic models for amounts that can be generated from the ABC was Zap's financial report, showing up to meme parties.
Thank you, Livia. And since we're not gonna have enough time for everyone to give their 2 sats on it, is there anyone who would like to comment on these ideas, their favorite one, or the ones that are at the front right now? Oh wow, we're so thoughtful. Okay, well, for one, I really like the having active token engineers idea, and yeah, that one's fitting up. And I mean, I guess full disclosure, I suggested that because as a guide, I see a lot of people asking for that. So I mean, we're the token engineering commons, right? It just makes sense that we have that. So anyway, if there's anyone else who would like to share their idea shamelessly, please go ahead. We only have like 2 minutes left. So, Sam?
I just want to say, I thought these were really so thoughtful. I mean, I love the idea of an economy working group and, you know, having working groups spend time thinking about their own roadmaps for each working group.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Juanca.
I also like the idea of the residency. It would be good if we can have like a collective intelligence session for each working group, like between all the stewards. That's really cool. It would be like a very open advice process. And also, I like the idea of more engagement to the education opportunities, because I understand that it's not good if we're only educating ourselves, but I feel that the quality of the content that we are making can make like a huge impact, and we just need to promote it better.
Yeah, just quickly, I thought the working group residencies could be something that can re-engage community in coming to certain working groups, and then people can feel re-invited to like, oh, I'm part of this restructure, so I'm taking agency on this like specific things, and we could have some time that this is happening all over the TC.
Cool. Thank you, Lydia. All right. Well, pretty quick, I'm gonna read out the ones who have the most stars. So, plan for higher outreach for educational events got 3 stars. Yeah, the having oh wow, I can't even having active token engineers that provide consulting and ask for their fee in TC got 3 stars as well. Make a TC token only channel on Discord, 2 stars. Start a TC economy working group that would focus on bringing utility to a token, and the one that Juanca and Libby like, open a working group residency session. So those are the ideas that we ought to be maybe opening issues about. And yeah, we're at the top of the hour, and we have a call next. So any closing thoughts? Anyone that would like to say anything before we break away?
Just one thing. I personally feel like there are a lot of good ideas in this thing. And you know, it was hard to vote today. I felt like torn between like at least 4 of those squares.
Yeah, I agree with that, actually. It's just because it didn't win to come into the next sprint doesn't mean somebody can't champion it and bring it into the next sprint within their own working group. The 2 that we'll put on the sprint board just by practice are the 2 that had the most votes, but anyone can champion any of these and try to get some traction on them too. It doesn't mean we can't do them just because they didn't get the most votes. And we have an orientation call now if anyone wants to join.
And we have a community call in an hour. Make sure to update your slides.
Yeah.
Thanks,
yeah,
Manu.
Thanks, Manu.
Thanks, Manu.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks, Manu.
That's so good.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Manu.
Manu.
Thanks, everyone.